The Regional Training Institute, Hyderabad, extends a warm and hearty welcome to the participant for the second session on BEMS, that is Budget and Expenditure Monitoring System. So, the present situation, trust you and your families are safe and continue to be safe. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Continuing with the presentation, the Budget and Expenditure Monitoring System was implemented with effect from 20th June 2014 by the Headquarters Office, and it is IA and AD specific, and booking of demands for funds was done only through BEMS and no other external source. So in this, you can have a small idea that how it all goes about. The Headquarters Office has a constant watch on all the budget allocations made and how the money is being spent. We are all connected. So coming to the modules of the software, the modules are user enrollment, user management, budget allocation, RE and BE. RE means the revised estimates and BE means the budget estimates and additional budgets allocated if any, expenditure management and reports. So in this session, we shall have a focus on the users of BMS and their assigned duties. Users meaning the authenticated users who have been assigned as per the roles, as per their designations or as per their hierarchy. Coming to the user or master management, the headquarters office has the following users, that is the administrator, budget initiator, budget approver, and budget controller. Next, the field officers will have the DDO of a parent wing, and sub-users of the DDO in his section are under his control, and DDO in a branch if there is a branch existing, and lastly, the pay and accounts officer, that is the PAO, under whose payment control the DDO is. So here you can see the administrator, he's the first person there in the BMS hierarchy. Then come the initiator, then the authorization, then next the controlling authority who ultimately hands over it to the DDO. Let us discuss their roles first. The budget administrator prepares the percentage of previous year's expenditure of every DDO and then has a fair idea of how much budget allocation has to be done for the next financial year. Now, preparation of budget to be allocated to each DDO will be done by the initiator along with the supporting notes that it's mostly based on the previous year's spendings. Next, authorization of the budget by the budget approving authority along with the notes. This will be authorized. The amount to be allocated will be authorized. Next, the controlling authority convinces itself that all the parameters have been taken care and approves and allocates the budget to the DDO. Once the controlling authority allocates the budget to the DDO immediately gets an information of allotment of budget instantly on the system, and he can also print the letter of funds allocation online. Next, this is the user login screen in BEMS. This is a common screen for all the users of BEMS. Coming to the role of users as per their hierarchy in the field offices. So we have the auditor or the senior auditor, assistant auditor or accounts officer, then senior audit or accounts officer who will be designated as the drawing and dispersing officer too. And lastly, it is the pay and accounts officer who not only pays but also accounts for all the expenditure that has been expended by the DDOs. So here we can see the auditor the first person who just receives the invoices here is not an authenticated user of the BMS. He just does the physical work of receiving the invoices. Then he has the primary responsibility of like segregating the bills of what kind of payments they are, and then he passes it on, prepares the bill and passes it on to the senior auditor who will be an authenticated user of the BMS. Once it has come to the senior auditor, then he does his work and then hands it over to the assistant audit officer who has to check. Once it is being done, passes through the assistant audit officer, next it goes to the drawing and disbursing officer who does his part of checking and approves it for further and passes it on to the PAO for process and payment. So it's a workflow based application. So here we see, well, here we'll see the what are the roles of the users. Okay, so the first person is an auditor who has no role in the BEMS but has the responsibility of receiving the invoices that has to be paid, and his responsibility is to prepare a bill in the prescribed format, whatever type of bill it pertains. Suppose it's a contingent bill, or if it's a medical claim, or if it is any type of other payments. Okay, then once this is done, he hands over physically the bill to the auditor or the senior auditor who's a registered user of the BEMS, who initiates the booking. So it's this the first level who or at which place the bill is being initiated and fed into the BEMS under the relevant head of account. So once the senior auditor decides that this is a contingent bill, so it has to be booked under the contingent expenditure, or if it's a medical bill, it has to be booked under the medical expenditure or medical budget, sorry. And if it is any other, like if it pertains to salary, it has to be booked under salary head of account. So once he does that, and then the BEMS generates an ID for each transaction that has been entered into. With this BEMS ID noted on the bill, it is being forwarded to the AAO, that is the Assistant Audit Officer. Again, he is an authorized user of the BEMS. He does his part of checking whether the bill is in order and it is booked under the correct head of account. And once he's satisfied, he will pass it on to the drawing and dispersing officer. The drawing and dispersing officer also plays his role of checking the bill, whether everything has been is in place and whether it is being authenticated to be paid to the proper person who is authorized to receive the payment. And once he's satisfied, then he signs the bill and then approves the bill for further process and passes it on to the pay and accounts officer. Now coming to, now see, these are the kind of the auditor who is not a part of the BEMS or not the authenticated user of BEMS is there in place to just to receive and then decide what type of expenditure it is, and then decides upon the format of the bill, whether it's a pay bill, whether it's a telephone bill, or whether it's a medical claim. If it's telephone, it comes under the contingent bill. Professional services bill, which again is a kind of contingent bill, or if it's an abstract contingent bill, whatever it is. So he is the one who decides it and prepares the bill in its required format. Coming to the auditor. So as discussed earlier, the auditor here receives the bill from the auditor level who had no role in BEMS, but he has a role to play here because he is the one who initiates it and allots a unique ID, okay, to the bill on feeding it into the BEMS. Once this unique ID is being generated, he forwards it to the AO. The other duties of the auditor or senior auditor who's a registered user of BMS are, so he can like check upon the vendor status report. Vendor status report is a report of a vendor who has been used to supply certain things to this or to a particular office, and or a person who needs to be paid, okay, for whatever services he has rendered. Next, and he has the auditor also has the role of booking a new challan. Suppose if there is an amount which has been received by the office to an external source by means of a check, it has to be authenticated and accounted for into the government account. This will be done by preparing a challan. Okay, on the challan, the details of the check and also the head to which the amount pertains to will be written and submitted it to the bank. Then the bank again like clears the check and sends the copy of the challan back to one copy is retained with it. The challan will be prepared in triplicate. One will be with the bank authorities, one will come back to the DDO, one will go to the PAO. So for a better connectivity and accounting purpose. Next, there is a vendor report, how many registered vendors are there. Then there is a bill report, what is the status of the bill, how many bills have been generated, and there is an update profile and change password for the auditor. He being the user, he can change his profile or he can update his, change his password too. Then the main screen also exhibits how many cases have been finalized. Cases means the bills, and how many bills have been rejected by the PAO and how many bills are under process. So these are the assigned duties of the auditor or senior auditor who is the registered user of BEMS. Next, the role of WAO, that is the Assistant Accounts Officer or Assistant Audit Officer, who has been like an authenticated user of the BEMS. So he has received the bill physically too and also through BEMS with the unique ID being generated and written upon it. Once he receives it, it is his duty to check whether it is booked under the correct head of account and the vendor details are correct. Means the bill is preferred to be paid to an authorized person, whether everything is in order. So this he checks and then checks the bill and passes it on to the drawing and dispersing officer, that is the DDO, for the next level check. Now the other duties which are assigned are here too. The vendor can be registered, means a new vendor can be entered for payment in through like to the BEMS, and check the vendor status report whether it has been accepted or not. And next, even check the challan, whether the challan has been booked under the correct head of account. And there is a vendor report too. Okay, how many vendors are registered? There is a bill report again for the bill, whether how many bills have been preferred, how many bills are pending, how many bills have been like paid. So this kind of report he can also generate. Then there's the other thing, that is the updating the profile and change of password. This is common for all the levels actually. Next, coming to the next one, that is the drawing and dispersing officer. His role in BEMS. He is also an authorized user of the BEMS whose role has been authenticated by the payments accounts officer under whose payment control the DDO is. So he has the duty of checking the bill which has come to him through BEMS with the ID, and he checks the correctness of the details mentioned in the bill. And not only that, he also checks whether the bill is being preferred to be paid to a proper beneficiary or proper vendor. So this is his role. It's a very important role because at this level, he can either forward it to the PAO or again reject it and take it back to the previous level, that is the WAO level and the auditor's level. So his role is very crucial because once he gives a green signal, the bill will pass on to the next level, that is the pay and accounts officers level, and where once it is processed there too, there is no returning back. The PAO also again has the role of returning the bill if it is not found in order. So that we'll discuss it during our next sessions. Okay, the other duties which are assigned to the drawing and dispersing officer are, first, see here, he has a greater responsibility, so he has a greater role. So here we can see under the heading of budget submission, you have the status, like how much, whether any additional budget was like asked from the headquarters office, whether that has been authorized, or any surrenders that have been made that has been accepted. Next is the budget reappropriation. Suppose there is excess budget under the head salaries. Okay, under the head salaries, there is honorarium and also there is like CEA. So that is Children Education Allowance. If there is huge amount under CEA, if he wants to reappropriate it under the head honorarium, because it's all under the same head of account, that is salaries, he can do it with the like approval of the head of the department. Then next is the demand of revised estimates and the budget estimates. The revised estimate budget also has to be done through BEMS. See, first initially the budget allocated will be for the first 3 months or 4 months in the financial year, and for the rest of the year we have to like escalate the budget amount and then inform the same to the headquarters office for additional demand. So this will be done through revised estimates. The entire process will be done through BEMS only. And there is one ROE preparation. The ROE preparation meaning the review of expenditure. This is done every month at the end of the DDO. Once the DDO closes the account for that, means has finished with the preferring and payment of all the bills, reconciles it with the PAO at the close of the month. Once the figures are reconciled, the review of expenditure will be uploaded to the headquarters office via BEMS only. The media used here is BMS, no other way out. Okay, we have to done this. So only upon reconciliation with the PO. So if there is any discrepancy noted later, it will be corrected through the transfer entry, which we had already discussed in the previous session. Now coming to the focus on the vendor management. Now the DDO also can create or register a new vendor, and the other special role allotted to the DDO is he can edit the vendor registration details. Suppose there was some error while entering the basic data of the vendor, that can be edited at his level. And here too the vendor status report can be watched or observed. Next, under the heading bill booking, the bill submission status, how many bills have been submitted and what is its status, whether the bill has been paid or whether still the bill is pending, everything can be monitored here. Even the bill sent status, how many bills have been sent to the PAO, then how many bills are still waiting to be sent, all this can be like found out. Next, even the status of all bills. Okay, so what is their stage? Even in PO, at what stage the bill is, this can also be checked through BMS. Then, as we had discussed earlier, any amount received from an external source has been booked in BEMS for accounting purpose. That is by preferring a challan. That challan which will be prepared in triplicate. The same challan approval has to be done at the DDO level, that he is aware of what are the financial transactions that has come into the government account and he's authorizing it with the, even this requires actually the approval of the head of the department, because head of the department should know if there is any amount being paid into the government account. So, and how the challan submissions report status is, means at what stage it is, because it has to be again authenticated by the PAO2, then only it completes its journey and comes into the government account. Next, the reports under the DDO are the vendor report, means how many vendors are there, registered vendors are there, the bills report about the bills. The sprint bill function is not actually being done through BMS because all the bills are printed through PFMS. That is one more than IT-based, web-based program, that is Public Financial Management System of the CGA. All the bills are printed through that. So there's no print bill, this kind of functionality in BMS. Next, the bill deduction report. Suppose there was any deductions made for the bill, so those deductions details can be had through the bill deduction report and the bill deduction details. Now, coming to the slide of check your awareness. So from this and the next slide, you can just know how much you have been made aware of through this small presentation of BEMS with the focus on the users of BEMS. You can please go through the question and answer them. So all the best. So thank you for your patient listening. So have a nice day. Thank you so much.